Hi everybody, my name is Kim Wynn and welcome into my channel. I am the American woman who's going to be doing a special reaction to a live presentation of BTS's fifth muster performance of Wishing on a Star. Now if you're new to my channel, I create videos who are new to BTS or the K-pop genre. So in each of my videos, I'm going to explain a little bit about the song and a little bit about the artist so we can share information together. And I also welcome everybody who's just curious and new and just stopping by just to check things out, as well as my fellow ARMY who is checking in. BTS is Bangtan Soyeondon. They are a 7-member band from South Korea, and of course currently they are the #1 boy band in the world. Did you know that they actually sung in 3 different languages? Now you may have already heard some of their more famous songs that appeals to a more Western audience, such as Dynamite or Butter or even Permission to Dance. A lot of their songs are also sung in their native language of Korean. What's also unique is that this band also sing in Japanese. And despite whatever language they sing, their songs are always top charters. Now, if you think about that, that is amazing, that is multi-talented, and that is so unique to an artist. If you think about that closely, how many American artists you know can sing in not 1, not 2, but 3 different languages, and some of these be chart toppers, hitting the billboards, winning awards? Think about that, okay? Those are amazing talent and artistry. And Wishing on a Star is one of those Japanese songs by BTS. This is the 9th track in their 2nd Japanese full-length album called Youth. So let's take at some of the singles as well as their albums that they have that are done in Japanese. For example, for their full album done in Japanese, it started with Wake Up, which has a Japanese version. Of course, Youth, from the album that we're getting our Wishing on a Star from, is also done in Japanese. Wake Up was actually done in 2014. In 2016, this is when we get Wishing on a Star. Fast forward to 2018, they have another Japanese album called Face Yourself for the Japanese version of that. And then they have some special Japanese edition album. That would include, for example, going back to 2014, they have their Too Cool for School album. And then on to 2015, they have the albums such as School Love Affair as well as Dark and Wild. Taking a look at the singles, they have many Japanese singles, and you probably didn't know they were done in Japanese versus Korean, right? So for example, going way back to 2014, they have No More Dream as well as Boy in Love and Danger, and these are on my list of things to react to, so stay tuned for those, okay? Going to 2015, for example, we also have For You and I Need You. Then going on to 2016, of course, Run. Definitely on my list of things to react to. Fast forward to 2017, one of my favorite all-time videos that I've also done reaction to is Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And of course, they also have Mic Drop and DNA, some classics in the BTA library of songs there. Fast forward to more recent times, they have one of their full album, Map of the Soul 7, The Journey, and of course more recent singles, such as one of my all-time favorite was Stay Gold from 2020. Stay Gold happens to be one of the first songs that I ever did a music video reaction to, and to this date has remained a classic and a favorite for me. It was the first time that I recognized BTS singing ability, because when they slow it down, you can hear the different tones and pitches and enunciation, the way they sang the song, and their harmonizations and melodies was just beautiful in that song. And of course my favorite part was the bridge. So if you get a chance, go watch my Stay Gold music video reaction, and I just love that song so much. And then of course one of the latest singles, Film Out. Now, Wishing on a Star genre was categorized under the J-pop, Japanese pop, as well as regular pop, or dance pop or hip hop and R&B category. Youth is the second Japanese language studio album, at the time the third overall by the South Korean band, which was released in September of 2016, and the album featured 13 tracks. Now, of course, peaked at #1 on the Japanese Oricon Daily Album Chart. Album sold 44,547 on the first day of its release. The album also peaked on the Japanese Oricon Weekly Album Chart, and of course later was certified by the Recording Industry of Association for Japan for the shipment of 100,000 copies. BTS has many themes that they sing about, and of course when they first started as a group they were very young, so a lot of the themes and topics surrounded youth and youth related issues in Korea. So during that time they were exploring this theme of youth in a trilogy of Korean mini albums that included, for example, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 1 and Part 2, as well as Young Forever. And they carried this concept over to Japan in the album called Youth. Now, the group's second Japanese album at the time includes the original single For You and the Japanese versions of Run, as well as I Need You. Now, lyrically, one article describes it as, with cheerful beats and meaningful lyric, Wishing on a Star is a song that is meant to make you happy and hopeful, and it does that perfectly. The song is part of BTS's 2016 Japanese album, Wishing on a Star. Similarity with their Korean songs, have a beautiful message for the youngsters. They sing that no matter what, your dreams will come true. The boys wish on the star for their story and dreams to come true. Even if there is suffering, grief, and hardship, there will always be hope. One of the lyrics from the song, quote, So my baby, even if Pandora lies ahead, there's hope. At that point in time, R&B and hip-hop with encouraging lyrics had become part of BTS's core message and repertoire, either from their Korean or their Japanese songs. Still, from the Japanese album Youth, Wishing on a Star is like that too. They describe some of the lyrics from the team members. So for example, J-Hope's rap part is, quote, as cool as it is adorable, with his characteristic voice inflections and my baby shoutouts. And while RM's bilingual rap in both English and Japanese deliver words of comfort in his deep voice. Jimin's voice, very angelic as well, is like a sweet, addictive edible. Because of that, he turns the bridge into a lullaby. Together with other BTS vocalists, Suga, another rapper, does the track, closes the track with a lot of energy, and the words, quote, like a star, echo as the track fades out. Now, if you've seen some of the more recent performances at one of their more recent musters, for example, and by the way, musters, I believe, is described as the gathering of the army, their fandom, usually during some kind of a celebratory type of concert, I believe like an anniversary, is described as always rife with surprises and exclusive content, but nobody could have quite predicted this one. So, during the night's encore, BTS unveiled a Korean version of Wishing on a Star for the very first time on their recent Sowuzu stage, and I hope I pronounced that right. Of course, their BTS's encore numbers were described as being more emotional and laid back, and of course, Wishing on a Star was no exception. Clad in Sowuzu merch with their colorful mics in hand, the members sauntered across the stage while delivering the song's encouraging message. The song's lyrics about believing in your dreams and yourself take on a different meaning during these times for both BTS and their fandom called the ARMY. Of course, since night 2 was the world tour version, the song also got to shine in its original Japanese too. Now, I'm not sure why, but I have a tendency to be drawn to some of their lesser known songs, some of their B-side kind of tracks that aren't necessarily the number 1s and 2s, but usually down here on the list, but yet equally beautiful, equally well executed, performed, dancing wise, singing wise. I'm just drawn to this sort of like a mid-tempo type of vibe, not too fast and not too slow, somewhere in between, kind of chilled, laid back. sometimes sexy and sometimes this kind of sweet, like the song we're about to hear. And also, I couldn't find an official music video, so I don't know if they ever made one for this particular song or not. Of course, it's a slower song, so you're not going to find a dance practice per se, right? The only thing I could find was a live performance. And if you haven't had a chance to watch the original version, so I highly recommend that you go ahead and watch that first and then come back here and take a look at my reaction. I'm going to make a lot of pauses as I give my input throughout the video. So with that said, let's get started.
皆さん一緒に歌ってください。One, two, three, four. Star 明るく輝きシャインそんな君は最高さ夢があれば失敗もない信じればヒッタのさ未来の主従よ Right 疲れたならば休みながら進めるはずさだから My baby たとえ先がパンドラでもね希望あるだから My baby 恐れずありのままそんなことが響くなら変わらずでかい夢見つけてまた輝くから Baby!
Stop here. So much to see. First of all, I'm loving the melody. I'm loving this live performance. They sound great. However, what I find really interesting is that, let's go back a little bit here. Let's go back. First of all, they look tired. Okay, with just with this visual right here, I don't know where it is in their list of songs during this concert, but I'm getting a feeling that this is like towards the end where it's a more laid back song for them to kind of take a break and take a breather, because V looks exhausted. For an artist to sit down any chance he can get during the song where he's not singing, that kind of tells you something, okay? These guys have very high energy, very well choreographed, very strenuous dance routines on their faster songs. And can you imagine doing an entire set of how many of those songs? So they kind of need this type of laid back, easygoing vibe. And I'm loving the feel. It feels a little poppy, but on almost an R&B. I'm feeling a little R&B influence definitely on this song. And what I find really surprising is that, let me go to J-Hope here. This is Jungkook. He's amazing. I'm loving all of their beautiful silky satin fits that they have with their blouses. Oh, that's an amazing close-up of, let me go back to J-Hope here. I've not seen, now I'm a newer ARMY, so I haven't seen every single song that they've done, but usually the rappers, and especially J-Hope, if you notice, for example, a perfect example is on the faster song, their more recent English song, all English song called Butter. He's usually the end, right? They put him at the very end, and that's where I usually see J-Hope's line comes in. They usually save him for like the middle, and this is true of, I think, most of the rappers during their more, what I call their melodic songs versus their rap type of songs, hip-hop type of songs. They put the rappers usually like in the middle or towards the end, unless it's like a more rap or hip-hop type of style. And that's why I'm so surprised to see my bias wrecker, J-Hope, who is also the dance lead for BTS, amazing dancer. You would have to watch some of his other faster songs on his choreographs. Watch Mic Drop, he starts off that song. But to see J-Hope kind of be at the beginning kind of surprised me, and it kind of took me back a little bit, but I love it. And he sounds amazing. And again, just like all of them, have these beautiful satiny silky shirts, blinged out, you know, and not too much bling. It's just perfect. And the blinged out microphone. Each of them have different colors. J-Hope had red earpiece, and the blinged out microphone And I think Jungkook had purple and V had the green one. Just beautiful. And beautiful satin blouses that has kind of sparkles on it. It's just, the detail is beautiful. Props to the stylist on this one. I love it. Look at that audience. Let me go back to V shot when they show the background there. Look at that. Look at the background. Look at the army and the what do you call those bombs? Those light bombs? Army bombs. How I would love to have been live at this beautiful performance in this arena with them. And just, can you imagine being one of the audience member in front of me, to have him stand still and stay in one place long enough for you to stare into his soul? That would be amazing, right? V looks really exhausted, and I feel for these guys because I've seen some behind the scenes footage of they're literally passed out and they're like given oxygen, and some of them injured themselves. So it's just amazing to see. So props to BTS for continuing on and finishing off their show with amazing songs like this. Okay, that was Worldwide Handsome Jin. Let me go back to him. Oh, by the way, I'm loving JK. Like I said, that their fits are amazing. I'm loving their blouses. Look at JK's. The detailing on them, it's not too much. It's like the sparkling on his cuff. And then sometimes the other members, they have sparkle. Like V, his entire shirt was kind of like a sparkle throughout. And then they've got like little accessories on their blouses. It's just amazing. Beautiful. So let's go again. Jin is Mr. Worldwide Handsome. He is the oldest member of the group, and he inspired my outfit today. When I was researching this song, I saw the image of Jin. They took a picture of Jin. I was like, yep, that's the look I want to go for. Just beautiful. He is, and Jin is beautiful as well. He is amazing. He's one of the most powerful tenors. I've heard of him. One of the first songs I heard was Stay Gold, and when Jin sung that, I was like, I was in love with his voice, and I've been in love with his voice ever since. He's one of my favorite tenors, and he looks so amazing. Loving the choker on a man. Very sexy, right? Never thought I would put that on a man, quite frankly. Definitely, they're gender bending. This group is gender bending. You can still be a man and look good with bling. And of course, us girls, we love our blings. So those are natural for us, but Jin looks amazing with bling as well around his neck. Okay, Jimin. Okay. Jimin has some issues with things falling off his shoulders, mainly his shirts and his jacket. Now, for some reason, and it looks like RM does too in this one, but usually RM doesn't have this problem. If you watch I think the first time I saw that happen was, if you watch the Blood, Sweat, and Tears, he actually does on purpose. He'll knock off the jacket, I believe he was wearing, off his shoulder, but then you'll see him, like, for some reason, the shirt or the jacket doesn't stay on his shoulder. And it's usually, I think, the left shoulder. Usually the left shoulder that I remember from the different videos that keeps falling off. And he was calling it as an accident. It was an accident. But I love his blue jacket as well. It's just amazing. Now this is RM. He is my boo, the leader of the group.
bars, yeah, I'm wishing on a star. Keep you dreaming hard, and no matter where you are, I'm running with my heart, keeping my feet on Mars. Say no matter how it fall, I'll be always restart. Good I tell them all. Si sumu kere do, ta toy kono namida kare hatete more little mama de. So they no mama de. Utai no nara nani mo turaku wanda.
Okay, if you guys notice, these guys at the end, I'm gonna guess this, they're singing this towards the end of their entire performance, and they still have the energy to walk around. And you know how long those runways, I call it the catwalk, the runway are. They're walking, with the exception of V, that's probably sitting down. Most of these guys are walking and singing still. I mean, props to them for having the energy and sounding good. Now, pitch-wise, I did hear some pitch drop. So especially when Jimin was singing, it didn't sound like he hit that high notes. And I've heard BTS do live performance before. They are able to hit the very highest of high and the lowest of low notes and every pitch in between. So I know this is due to exhaustion. This is not a criticism of them. I know they're exhausted and you just don't have the energy to give that 100%. So I totally understand, but they're doing an amazing job, and just props to them because they sound amazing still. I love this. I love this song so much. Was that an accident? Did RM just run into Jimin? Jimin was kind of going one way and RM just probably looking the other way. He probably didn't realize it was Jimin's turn to sing. Let's rewind that. That was like a little mini crash there. Guys, did you see his face? V showed me the same expression. They're exhausted, you guys. I'm gonna play this back. Look at, and by the way, Jimin, Angelic Voice, he does a lot of their bridges. I noticed that. A lot of their songs, if you watch, usually you'll see, this is what I'm seeing the pattern. Jungkook always starts off the song, and V and Jimin does a lot of their bridges, okay? So let me play back his little part here. His voice is so unique. Both V and look at that face. It's very similar to V early on. They make me tired because I've seen their high energy dance. Just one dance. Just imagine multiple songs like that. And then you have to continue singing towards the end to finish off the show. Props to you, BTS. Jimin, you still look beautiful no matter how tired you look. Is saying the same thing. He's tired, you guys. Oh my gosh, look at this. As he walks. Watch his face as he's walking, okay? He's breathing through his mouth. He's keeping his mouth open there like he's trying to catch air. And he's walking and singing at the same time. That is hard. These guys make it look easy, you guys. But you tried high intensity dancing choreo, multiple songs, and then do a slow one and see how long you last. If you even make it past the first 30 seconds of the first song. Okay, I knew it. I knew RM. He was introducing Sugar. Did you hear him go, Sugar? Hey. Well, let me play that back. This Sugar's coming in. Watch out, y'all. Here comes Sugar.
You can be a star, you can be a star. Like a star.
Sugar. Interesting, they ended it with Sugar and his rap. I have to go back and take a look at Sugar. Look at him. I can't right now. This man, let me go back. I think I wanted to show you this part right here. Okay, what is he wearing? This beret? I have seen clips of him in another music video called The Witch to What? To Wish That? Something like that. I have not done a reaction to that yet, but I've seen a lot of pictures and images of that. And he's trying to be like this tough rapper, historic drama, Korean royalty that's a badass. And here he is looking like jumping off of some type of Vogue magazine with his beret and his like skinny pants and his belt. I don't know if that's a belt or it looks like a fanny pack. Looking at the high-end fashion, I just can't with this man. He's my boo number 2, and he's so cute and precious right now with that beret. I just want to, oh, he's so cute. Oh my God.
You can be a star, you can be a star. Like a star.
I like that. I like how they ended up. Let me see if I can find a group.
Straight up in the bars, yeah, I'm wishing on a star. Keep me trimming hard, and no matter where you are, I'm running with my heart, keeping my feet on Mars. Say no matter how it fall, I'll be always restart. What I did more.
I'll end it here since I can't find a shot with all of them in there. But all I have to say is, after listening to this live performance versus the recorded one, it just elevated this song to me to another notch. Definitely sounded so much better. I can appreciate the different tones and qualities and their interaction together and their performance on stage. These guys are stage performers, okay? So they're used to that. And the effort and the work that they put in after an exhausting, I'm sure an exhausting run and show, and to have this still continue to sound good and giving it their all, that just makes this song for me. And as far as looks, oh my God, props to the stylist. The outfits that they wear, to the accessories, just flawless. I loved it. Now, I thought the group looked the best so far. The looks as far as BTS was when they did Butter on the World Cup bridge on Jimmy Fallon. And number 2 would have to be Pied Piper, which was what I originally thought that was the best look that I've seen them until the Butter performance happened. Now this is my 3rd favorite look from them so far. They just, the more simple, I'll be honest, the more simple the outfit, I get to see them more than their outfits, you know, and I appreciate their performance. I appreciate their talent so much more. And I love the styling on this. The song itself, it's a cool vibe. I'm feeling the R&B, definitely pop, but definitely R&B. I'm getting a lot of R&B as far as the instrumentals that were coming in. And the harmonies and the melodies, just beautiful. I mean, the usual BTS, it just knocks me off my feet every time I think about it. And people who don't know that they can sing need to listen to some of their more slower songs like Fix You or Stay Gold. That way you can hear for yourself that these guys have talent. They're multi-talented. They can sing, dance, rap, play an instrument, write, produce, act. They do it all. I definitely have a better appreciation of this song. I hope you enjoy my music video reaction for BTS Wishing on a Star. If you do, please give this a like, and also please share some comments comments. I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this? Have you heard about this song before? I want to bring this type of song to people because the lesser known songs are not highly promoted like some of the other songs. So you may miss some of the most amazing melodies or performances from a group. And they're so underrated. And just like my favorite song, I Like It Part 2, also another underrated song. Pied Piper, same thing. I didn't know about it until I started researching songs. If you get a chance, check out all of my other music video reactions. I have done a lot of them from all of the songs that we talked about as far as their Japanese versions. And if you want to, go ahead and subscribe. So until next time, I hope everyone takes care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.